This is going to be the top 10 best guns currently in Season 10 for Call of Duty Mobile Battle Royale. Let's get right into it. At the number 10 spot here, we have the MAC-10. This is the best fast-firing SMG currently in Season 10 and still has good hipfire potential, especially if you have the gold hipfire mod on. And the damage potential is crazy if you happen to go and find a gold long-range mod as well. It can go and have such a nice complement alongside the gold hipfire. Just only be sure to go and use this gun here at close range. At the number 9 spot here, we have the XPR. Last season, COD Mobile buffed the XPR to go and have one-shot potential if you have the gold long-range mod attachment on, and since then, it's been my main go-to sniper. The fast firing rate and how steady the sniper handles, it's a great secondary gun to go and have alongside an AR, especially one of the ARs that I'm going to be mentioning later on in this list here. At the number 8 spot, we have the KRM. The KRM is currently the most powerful shotgun in the Battle Royale. I know not everyone, including myself, is a shotgun main, but if you want to try out currently what is the best one-shot shotgun currently in Season 10, this would go and be the build for you. At the number 7 spot here, we have the AMAX. In my opinion, the AMAX is currently the best mid-range AR in Season 10. It has a super fast firing rate compared to the high amount of damage that this gun does, and that's why I would say that the AMAX is an extremely underrated gun here for the season, and at least would recommend y'all to go and try it out for at least a few games just to go and see if you like it, and if you do, then right, like, it's a perfect gun here for you. At the number 6 spot here, we have the unlimited ammo RPD. You can't really go wrong with having unlimited ammo, especially when coming back from a revival flight and you're gonna go and need a weapon, but if you go and grab any other weapon that isn't the unlimited ammo RPD, you're gonna be pretty much forced to go and loot to find ammo and other attachments and other things like that. But by being able to go and drop on the unlimited ammo RPD, ammo is not going to go and be a factor for you. But alongside that, the RPD just in its base form without any mods, it's a super solid gun with some really high damage associated with it. The recoil control is also super solid. So just imagine going and complementing that alongside some really good mods such as a high damage gold long range mod, as well as some other like recoil mods there too. It's easily going to go and make this build here of this RPD the best LMG currently in Season 10. At the number 5 spot, we have the PP Bison. With the large amount of ammo for just the normal spray and pray activities, and then a high amount of damage, which was very surprising for me, the Bison is a gun that you need to go and try out here for this brand new season. Now, my recommendation with this build is to go and use it for hipfire, but if you have to go and use it at that mid-range types of gunfights, it still is a very viable gun to go and use, especially if you have like a gold long range mod with it. But if you can go and find yourself a gold hipfire mod and you're just going and being like an aggressive type of player here, this Bison is gonna go and surprise you. I was having so much fun going and using this gun here. At the number 4 spot here, we have the CBR. The CBR is the best mixture of hipfire and mid-range usage out of a gun. The build that I have complements both of those play styles, and it's the best option if you want to go and use the CBR to the best of its potential. The gold hipfire and then the gold long range makes this gun probably the best it could possibly be, so those would be the 2 mods that I would go and recommend. So where it stands right now, we currently have the top 3 guns remaining here for this list, but I do have to go and talk about some of these honorable mentions. Now, I know not everyone currently watching this video has any mythic guns or any pay-to-win guns, and I tried my best to go and make this list just filled with guns for everyone to go and use, because, right, not everyone goes and spends money here on this game. But I gotta go and say that for an honorable mention, the Mythic Krig has been feeling so phenomenal for me. Like, you guys are definitely gonna go and see a lot more gameplay of me in the future going and using the Mythic Krig, but I feel like it's only that Mythic variant of the Krig that makes it feel so OP. I tried going and using just like a normal standard free-to-play build, and it's just not the same, man. Like, if I, like, dare I go and say it here, I really genuinely believe that Season 10 might be the most, like, pay-to-win season if you have all those pay-to-win guns, because I also feel like the Mythic CBR feels significantly better than just, like, a normal CBR. And right, like, already I went and had the CBR at the number 4 spot here on this list, so imagine going and having the Mythic variant of this CBR with, like, the pay-to-win iron sight here on it too. The gun is just such an absolute beast, man, and, like, especially the Mythic Kilo also feels really solid to go and use. The pay-to-win AK-47 Frostbrand, also a really solid gun. Now, I don't know whether or not this is 100% certain or not, but apparently there's been tests that have went and confirmed the fact that if you go and have, like, an epic or a legendary or a mythic variant on a gun, that the aim shake with it will go and be significantly reduced. But yeah, man, those 3 mythic variants, the Mythic Krig and the Mythic CBR and then the Mythic Kilo, it's just something about those combination of guns that have been feeling so much better than just the normal base variant of it. And right, like, that's almost getting me kind of thinking why I do believe that for this season of Call of Duty Mobile, with having those pay-to-win guns kind of being on top and just almost feeling different than compared to the base variants, I don't know, man. Like, could this potentially be, like, the most pay-to-win season currently in COD Mobile? But now we're going and hopping back into the list here. At the number 3 spot, we have the Jack. Now, this is probably the most broken gun currently in COD Mobile for Season 10, as well as I believe it's been the most broken gun for probably over a year now, right? I think it's been in the game for about a year. This gun has an insane firing rate, as well as the huge damage potential that can literally kill enemies within milliseconds. Like, bro, I cannot tell you the amount of times that I have one-shot killed a dude with a Jack before, and it just should not go and be possible with this gun. At the number 2 spot here, we have the AK-47. The AK-47's high damage and the aim assist still makes it one of the best ARs currently in the game of COD Mobile here for the Battle Royale. It's still a really good gun to use, especially with the new recoil buff that it went and got here for the season. But for me, the main reason why it's not at the number 1 spot is because of the aim shake with it. It's just a lot crazier here for this season. It's still like a really good gun to go and use, but I feel like there's a gun a little bit better. And then for the number 1 spot, we have the ICR. The ICR is an absolute laser here this season, as well as it has been for the past couple seasons, with a surprisingly high amount of damage, minus any of the aim shake that you would go and get if you were either using something like the M4 or the AK-47. And if I'm just thinking about the broad amount of players who go and play COD Mobile here, this ICR build will go and work for the majority of those players, and it's a pretty easy gun for people to go and use. Now, I would love to hear in the comment section down below if there's any guns that you think are secretly underrated that is not on this list here. Be sure to go and tell me the complete build, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video.